gotta go feed the snakes and find my other shoe. That's the hard thing. This time they're getting a little bit of a treat. So the other night I was out road cruising and we found a freshly hit corn snake and a mud snake. But I grabbed the corn snake because it's just about the right size to feed my albino California king snake, Casper. So this is the corn snake. It's been frozen. Just drip that in my Gatorade. I'm not gonna do that. So this snake's been frozen for a while to make sure any parasites that could be in there have been killed off. So now I'm thawing it out so it'll be nice and warm and tender, just how Casper likes it. But what a pretty corn snake. It's really sad to see him hit like this, and obviously I was really bummed out when I found this, but I'm going to put it to good use the best way I know how. I have kept the skins before and tanned the hides and made, you know, preserved specimens in jars and stuff like that, but I think this is even better because, I mean, I see plenty of corn snakes and I'll be able to help out another snake by doing this. So that's what we're going to do, and you guys will see me feed. So Casper is ready to eat. He's always ready to eat. He has a killer feeding response, and he's just always hungry for anything that moves. Here he is. So, about to get him out. Feed him out of the tank to try to kind of curb this feeding aggression that he has inside of his tank. Stick that right there for a second. Gotta put this down. Okay. Don't bite. Don't bite. Don't bite. Don't bite. He's biting himself. Over here. There we go. Okay. Over here. He smells like corn snake too. So if he latches on, he's gonna hang on. He's biting himself. Quit biting yourself. You're not a corn snake. Okay. There's Casper, the very grumpy, hungry. I don't starve him, but he's always hungry California king snake. So let's get him in a feeding container if I have one laying around. This will do. He is hungry, or so he thinks. He's starving. Okay, 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 okay. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, go in there. Let go. Let go. Look at him. Look at that maniac. Let go. Ugh. Oh, king snakes, aren't they a joy? Trying to bite my foot through the glass. Just let go. Oh, used to constricting my hand now. Very strong constrictors. This is the first time he's had a whole snake. I've given him rattlesnake meat before. Oh, he's yawning. Look at that. Dragon's yawning. Cool beans. But anyway, this is his first time having a whole snake. So, come here. You may have to fold this in half, because he may be a tad. I don't think it's longer than him though. Look, buddy, behind you. There we go. Good job. Kind of give him something to wrestle with, since it is dead. Now he's going to down that thing as quick as he can, because for all he knows it's alive. Be cool to watch. Alright, so I just finished feeding this guy. That was a huge meal for him, and he almost, well, I say almost didn't get it down, but I'm sure he completely had it under control. It was just so painful to watch him eat that thing for 30 minutes straight, and he still has the tip of the tail hanging out of his mouth. I guess he's got to digest it a little bit before he can swallow it on down, but he's already trying to bite me, already wanting to eat again. So that just goes to show you he's not hungry. But I'm about to pick him up and try my best to move him into his tank without moving him too much, so he'll be able to stretch out and digest that meal under his heat lamp. Now it looks like he just finished off the tip of the tail there. Alright, if you'll notice, my video quality is trash because I'm about to go snorkeling and look for turtles in the river. And I got my snorkel gear here, Clay's one with me, and I have my phone in a plastic bag. So hopefully this will work. I don't know if it doesn't work, then I might just take it out and I might just bring whatever I find up to the surface rather than bringing the phone under the water. But I thought I'd give this a try. But we're about to head out, gonna grab some food, and then hit the river. So I'll see you when we get there. Alright guys, we're here. This place right here, we're at our spot. We're about to go snorkeling. Time to get in the water. You got something? Oh, it's just, oh, some flint. Yeah. Cool. So we're about to get in, look for some snapping turtles. Alright guys, we just got out of the water and we're about to head back, but as you can see the water's steadily getting lower, which is pretty crazy. Since we've been here, all this is now out of the water. It was submerged earlier. But I think I'm going to throw in some footage of what we did from the Colton Cam perspective. Can I use the Colton Cam footage in the video?
Maybe a tiny bit.
Oh.
It'll come at a steep price.
I gotta pay a royalty?
Yeah. I charge about a minute.
So guys, if you're ever walking along a river and you see these little strange holes in the sand, they kind of look like a keyhole. There's something that makes these, and if you scoop your hand underneath, you can usually find it. These are freshwater clams, and they're actually not native. They were introduced to the U.S., and the strange thing is, turtles like the alligator snapping turtle and the loggerhead musk turtle have adapted to eating these. Loggerhead musk turtles have such a very beefy head that gives them their name. They love to eat mollusks like this, and it's for crushing their shells, and they have adapted quite nicely to feeding on these, and so much so that alligator snapping turtles, for them, this makes up a good portion of their diet. So it's kind of neat. A lot of these are dead, but if you scoop down here in the water, down in the sand, you pull it up, there's just tons of them. So, great place here to find snapping turtles. I'm probably actually going to take a few of these home to feed my turtles at the house. So, they're not alligator snapping turtles, but I do have a few turtles that would probably like to get hold of these. Alright guys, so we just walked up on our spot for the night. I got Clay here with me with his awesome turn a little bit. His awesome man bun. Turn your head. Yeah! And the first thing we see is a banded water snake, and that's a pretty one too. Just zipping around. He was just chasing a frog or something. That's a really good sign because we literally just walked up on this area and we see a snake, so good sign for the rest of the night. What a beautiful water snake too, look at that. You get some really pretty ones in this area of Georgia. Whoa, dude. Okay. Don't know what he's doing, but we're going to keep going and see if we can find anything else. This is a spotted gar. You'll see two species of gar out here mainly, the spotted and long-nosed gar. The big difference is, can you see them? Yep. The big difference is the spotted gar have spots on their head. Their nose is not quite as long, and the long-nosed gar can have spots, but they don't usually make it onto the head. So that's the big difference to tell them apart from the top. This guy's little, they get a lot bigger. Very prehistoric looking fish, and they're very closely related to the bowfin. So super cool, predatory fish. It's been seeing a lot of them hunting out here. You'll see them catch little fish, but let's let them go. Although they can stay out of water a long time because they can actually breathe air. Really cool. All right, there's a Swanee cooter right here. Looks like it's grazing on that algae. Clay's gonna try to nab it so we can get a closer look. Yeah, look at that. That's a big turtle. Wow. Beautiful turtle. Oh, there's something going on with his eye, or maybe, yeah, it looks like it's got something going on with it. He looks, I think he's blind in that eye actually. But other than that, he looks healthy. Or she, sorry. Sorry, my dear. It's a big female. She's heavy, isn't she? Mm-hmm. You can put her down.
Alright.
See if she'll just continue about her grazing. That's pretty cool. There's a gar that just caught a brim. Let's see if we could video him eating it. Alright guys, just found this huge crayfish. The ones here in the rivers in South Georgia tend to be very large, and they have all kinds of cool colors on them. Like you'll see reds on the tips of their claws and on their back there, and some blues. Just really cool looking. And they're really not that, like, they're pretty docile. They're not that aggressive. It really takes a lot of harassing to get them to get you. But we haven't seen anything in a hot minute as far as reptiles go. But we did see a river frog back there, but it got away. But this, oh, you okay, Clay? This is a baby loggerhead musk turtle. So cute. Check him out. He's got a nice keel down his shell. It's really exaggerated when they're this size. Such a cute little turtle. And they're pretty too, especially when they're small. Look at that belly.
Yeah. Cute, man.
And they start out smaller than this. They start out absolutely tiny. But this guy's still very young. There we go. You wanna hold him? Let the little guy go before Clay enters the bite zone.
Yeah, that's about to. Hi, bud.
There he goes. Oh. Alright, so we just found a little baby stink pot, or common musk turtle. These are a lot like the loggerhead, a little baby loggerhead that we saw earlier. He's a little bit grumpier. And these guys here are known for their smell. That's what they call a stink pot. When you pick them up, usually they have a very pungent odor. But as you can see, the top of their shell is not very peeled. Even one of this size, the bottom looks a good bit different. And they have these, instead of having the little marks, like little dots and flecks on their face, they have just a single line right there. And they're mostly just dark overall. But pretty cool. Closely related, but different turtle. You guys have seen a lot of these in other videos. So I'm just going to let them go and let's keep moving. We're not seeing much, and believe it or not, this is the same snake we walked up on initially when we first got here. It's a banded water snake. He's really pretty though. Really pretty example of the species. And it's pretty typical down here in South Georgia to find these beautiful ones with the reds and yellows on top. It kind of looks like a corn snake. But really cool. We see a lot of these guys normally, but this is the only one for tonight. So that's why I'm making, part of the reason why I'm making the decision to move on and not spend too much time here. Been cruising for a while, hadn't seen much until I saw this little strange looking stick. like, yeah, there's no way that can be anything but a snake. Cute little gray rat snake. He's doing the squiggly thing. Feels great out here. I thought it was kind of weird that I wasn't seeing any snakes, so I thought it was only a matter of time before something like this showed up. Common but beautiful little snake. I love that I live in this part of Georgia because we get these nice white oak face rat snakes. The ones around here are referred to as oak snakes or white oak snakes because of the beautiful gray pattern that they have and coloration, and between their scales it looks white. So they're very cool and a nice little thing to have around. But people still kill them thinking they're diamondbacks and stuff like that. Beautiful little snake. Whoa. You can't get much better than a nice little gray rat. So these guys are very good at climbing. As you can see here, they're very comfortable in the trees. Let him go in the direction he was heading because I don't want him to try to recross the road after I leave and get killed. So, beautiful little rat snake. These guys are also called the chicken snake, like I said, an oak snake, eastern rat snake, gray rat snake, all the same thing. They have many names, common snake, but always a treat to see around here because they're my childhood snake I grew up catching, and they're just really cool. So that is a young one, but we're gonna let him go on his way and see if we can cruise anything else.